Unless there's like a real weak spot below me, which would be concerning because I'll be pushing the stem with this big top. It'll be pushing the stem that way as it tips, right? But I trust it. I think it's really good. Driving to the job right now. It's a referral from a tree service that thought the tree was too sketchy. And they're all, we know a guy that likes to do those. So I like have this like kind of like nervous anticipation right now. I haven't seen the tree yet. You know, like
the destination is on your right.
You're not unhappy, but you're kind of like, I have that. So I thought it was worth mentioning right now since I have a YouTube channel. Initial reactions. Pretty ugly oxymoron. See the conchs all over it? This is a pretty good sized tree too. When you get up close to it, you can tell it's not just chumpy. Bark is all gone off of it up there. We'll see how spongy it feels up there. You just take it little by little and judge it as you go. It's a pretty good size Doug fir tree. It's got conchs all over it, so you know it's a lot of decayed wood. And the bark's off of it, way up there. So it'll be a little bit sketchy. You have to play it by ear as you go. You can't get too worried about it before you know what it's like up there. This is the neighbor. The tree is over the bedroom in places. We'll be rigging some limbs down. There's a heat pump there to be mindful of. A very short distance away is the septic. And she likes this bramble. I don't know what that was. She likes this bramble bush because she don't like to see her neighbor over there. Anyway, let's get up there and see what it looks like up there. Tighten up the suspenders a little for the weight of this battery saw. I like to use the 150 because it's lighter, but I might be able to talk to you a little bit better if I use the battery saw this morning. If I see anything interesting to point out. I can already hear like a hollow sound. That's because the bark will be separated from the sapwood. The tree I don't think is hollow, but you're hearing the sound of separation between the bark and the stem. Thump, thump.
I think I can do it.
So I'm about to make some cuts. I'll go ahead and get my alternative lanyard, in other words my climb line. Then I'm double tied in, not because I expect to cut my steel core flip line, but two things holding you up is better than one, and it's good if they're separate. See, here this is, climb line's running a little lower. If something were to happen to this, like it fouled up or broke or was cut, I'd have this. If they were together and you cut one, you might cut the other. So, first cut. Right on the driveway. I saw, I don't know if it was TikTok or where it was, but I saw Jacob, a guilty of treason fella, cut his rope the other day by accident. I assume by accident. And he had two lines on. So far I'm not worried about this tree at all down here. This wood is good. I'll put this one, swing it over my camera. Hopefully I won't hit it. Perfect. Same old thing, YouTube. How do you eat an elephant? A tree could look intimidating to you, kind of like, oh, it's because you're looking at the whole thing at once. And sometimes you just go to something you know you can cut off, and then just keep doing that over and over until the tree's gone. I don't want people to think that you can just climb every tree though, because there are trees. I know it doesn't seem like there's none that I climb, but there are some that I don't. I've got even a couple video examples of trees that I didn't climb that were too sketch. But a lot of them you can. But if you doubt yourself, that's when you either need to examine whether you should be doubting yourself, or else go ahead and save it for someone else, or save it for a different method. It is nice being able to talk to you guys. That won't last with the chipper down there though. Headache. So nice when, super nice once you're tied in up like this. Monkey beaver water bottle holder, good for cottonmouth. Why cottonmouth? I don't know. It's kind of a Monday. Roll up on, you know, the big backyard monster, and you're like, oh boy, here we go. All right, send me tie on the blue rope. Lately, people on YouTube have been mesmerized by my running bowline. So, and I've had some people want me to break it down. The running bowline is just a bowline, but it also captures this leg of rope in a loop, okay? And then from here, you just make your bowline like this, okay? Now that might mystify somebody because they're used to wanting to let this down while they make a loop and stuff like that. But you can make the hole that the rabbit runs out of with the rabbit. See, you lay the rabbit over the tree, let him go around the tree and just kind of twist it. Next thing you know, he's already out the hole, see? And then you go around and that's it. So that's tied on. All right, I got one on. It's kind of heavy. You are going over a limb, so you might not need much at all. I'm gonna take one limb off that will be in the path of the rope first, and then I'll move to your limb. There we go. Might have to fix my camera in a minute. See this wood, YouTube? It's like seasoned lumber. It's just perfect. Like, this is the constitution of this up here is good. I'm not saying it's the same down below, which is something to think about. But this is great. So this is a great time to talk about this rope and how close it is to the chipper. Be extra careful. I just am saying it because our ropes are so close to the chipper, and you guys always want to get her done, and I just don't want you to forget that how important I am.
Keep an eye on rope.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, don't even mess around at all. But so you're not hooked up to anything right now. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna swing one right over the camera and out into the road. It's heavy, but I think I can manipulate it as it moves past. Buzz Lightyear, falling with style. This one's stylish, but this one's big. Let's see if we can do this one. But first at the chipper. This one straight over my head we'll probably lower, and we'll probably lower one other, and then we'll be done with the rope, except maybe we might use it to pull a big top. Yeah, that's good, cameraman. Now that you're a YouTuber,
Yeah.
you know, you got raised up doing this.
Yeah.
It was never gonna be a good idea for you not to have a channel. And by the way, YouTube, if Jeff can have a channel with his lack of techiness out the box, then you can too. So here it is again, YouTube, right? You got your rabbit here. All you're gonna do is you're gonna capture this. See? Let's just capture that and drop it and forget about it. Now we're dealing with this side. Your rabbit goes around the tree. He makes the hole. Bam, he's already out of it. He goes around and in. See? A different way of tying a bowl, and it's a lot faster. I can blaze them out, or I can try and slow it down so you learn something if you don't know it. I'll do a couple preppers. I'm a prepper. Mm-hmm. Maybe this one too. When I was talking about prepping YouTube, I was just getting limbs out of the path that I wanted to lower that so that it ended up here and not out here. I gotta get my flip line on the inside of these rigging ropes. I think you might have had a little harder time running that one because it was my flip line was over it.
Yeah, it felt
Sticky?
Yeah, it felt like that.
Got a hanger here, watch out. Why don't you pull the climbing rope up a little bit so it doesn't influence this branch that goes by in free fall. Oh, sorry, did I say climbing rope? I meant rigging rope. I meant rigging rope, yep. Just so that it hangs from the tree. Throw it around toward the skid steer. All right, you ready for a couple more? Free fall. That was one that I was gonna lower, but I manhandled it. We won't be lowering anymore. You could just take the rope out and I'll ask for it when I'm ready to tie it onto the top. I could hang it off my belt, but I don't need a wet rope hanging on me right now. This tree is decidedly leaning right at her house. Yeah. So if we do a big top, we'll definitely be putting a rope on it. Don't be judging us now, YouTube. That sound you hear is a piece of, what's that stuff called? Arbor mat. It's like these mats that we drive on. But we just have one down there and we're dropping limbs on it. That big hollow drum sound is not the home. It's funny how the sun comes out a little bit and it's like, I feel better. I feel happier. It's like the sun is just like so like, I can feel it on my face right now. It's like, yeah, shut up, Jeff. Jeff said it's warm. Yeah, it's not just warm though. It's like, some kind of rays of hope or something. I don't know. I like it though. Huh? 1.2 thousand? You're gonna get there quick. No, you don't, because Damien doesn't have 10. Yeah. I don't know how many subscribers you gotta have, but you'll be monetizing soon. These are kind of big limbs, and I've used 2 out of 4 bars already of my battery. Turning my saw off in between cuts because it like makes the battery last a little. They want a chip, so I'm gonna stop and wait. You got a cell phone holder on your harness, which by the way we sell at monkeybeaver.com, then you can just twiddle with your phone while they're down there chipping while you're taking a break. Some people don't like the sound of that, twiddle with your phone, but I mean, I could take up smoking and then I could just smoke while they're chipping. Maybe I should do that instead. But I heard they're like 10 or 15 bucks a pack. And then there's the whole early death and all that. I don't think I could. I think people who smoke are dang tough. Like, I've done it and I feel like I have to go like sit down. It's just like, whoa. I mean, how do you do that? How does Trevor do it? How does Trevor like be cutting with a saw, smoking a Camel or whatever, smoke going up in his eyeball? I don't know. I think people who chew and smoke are some of the toughest people in the world. All right, this is a pretty husky limb. My lens, what you're looking through, it's in what's called super wide. So it kind of shrinks things a little bit, but this is pretty good size. And I need to swing it under, and I think I can, so that's what I'm about to do. Yep. Perfect. Like that thing was, that limb was big enough that just it moving, it like got the stem moving. And it's down there right next to the chipper. There's still a lot of tree left. I think what I'll do is I'll go up there and I'll set a pull rope. Maybe I'll still cut some limbs for a while, because I don't want to crash their little fruit trees out there. Yeah, it's got to be a shorter top. I'm supposed to be sharing this all with you, YouTube, but I forgot. So I'm up here pretty high, and rather than go up there, I just threw my rigging line up over some limbs, and now I'm working it back down, and I'll tie it here so they can pull it top. I'll show you that in a minute if you haven't seen it before. So I threw the rope up over those limbs and back down to here, and then they'll just take this end of the rope out that way. And don't pull on it more than you need to, just enough to make it tip, because I might be able to do this without you guys by making a deep notch, but I figure a little extra incentive. We'll back the van in here. YouTube, I'm gonna take some of this firewood home to my dad. He'll love this. This is solid. Unless there's like a real weak spot below me, which would be concerning, because I'll be pushing the stem with this big top. It'll be pushing the stem that way as it tips, right? But I trust it. I think it's really good. And so you just pull it hard enough to make it go. Break that limb off, maybe. Okay, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Oh, you're gonna have to pull. You're just not gonna have to pull a lot. There we go. Make sure he knows about that snag. Okay, stop pulling. Yeah, right at the end I fudged it a little to the left. We got an apple tree over there. We don't want to knock the snag over. They said if we knock it over, we have to clean it up. So went just to the left of it. And yeah, I'll take that, cut that into like 16s or 18s, or you can just grab it with just back the van up. I think I'll come down a little bit and I'll have you give me my 500. Yeah, that was no sweat, YouTube, no sweat. walk out to the left of that snag. Is it well short of the wire? So I should be able to blast a full length through there. Never done that before. It's just too good a looking firewood to pass up.
Prime.
That looks so good.
There you go. This is Doubtfire.
So beside the limbs, we cut this into 3 pieces total. That's pretty cool. I did not want to knock that over, so I went this way. I had it gunned at that little snag out there. I had it pointed straight at it, like aimed at it. And then at the end there, that cut that I made where I came down from the top, that was just to open up space here so that it could drift a tiny bit this way. So this is definitely ideal. This is kind of funny. I've never done this in the van, but my dad, he likes the dry stuff, and this is primo. So it's been raining, but the tree's standing upright, and so it, you know, it sheds rain like an antenna would. And I just couldn't bring myself to chip it when I know my dad will love it. Sorry to my wife in advance. That lady is so chill that she's gonna keep that stump exactly how it is when I cut it. A big, tall, Humboldt looking stump. That's cool because we don't have to haul it. If it ain't cut, we don't gotta haul it. I probably look like a creeper taking a picture of that address, but it's 1111, and I just feel like I see ones all the time. 1111. If I look down at my watch, it's usually 1111 or 911 or 811 or 611. Anyway, so closing remarks. Thanks to the new subscribers, tons of new subscribers lately. Really super cool. And thanks to the diehard subscribers, the ones who refuse to not watch. Is that right? Is that how you would say that? Yeah, the ones who refuse to not watch, no matter how long and tedious and constant it is. Tree work every time, you know. I really make videos mostly for the diehards. That's who I make videos for. The people who treat this like their TV. There's something I like about that. But I'm saying thanks to the new subscribers. Without an audience, the message has nowhere to go. Whatever the message is. I've always, ever since I got proficient, I mean, I was the classic, hey mom, look, no hands, mom, look, look, I'm up a tree, mom, look, I'm holding a beehive, whatever. I was always doing that. And then I grew up and I'm like, yo, YouTube, look, check it out, look. So I guess that's kind of who I am. So I do like the audience, and so that's how I'm saying thank you for subscribing. It's actually a thing that I like. Closing remarks on the tree is, it was a tree that looked sketchier than it was. It was very sound wood. There could have been some maybe root trouble somewhere that I didn't know, but clear down into the stump, man, that thing was, it was stronger dead than it was alive, probably because it had less dynamics of weight going on up there when the wind came. It was like seasoned lumber standing there. So you can't climb every tree. Just because you saw August Hunneke climb dead tree after dead tree does not mean that August Hunneke, even in the third person, climbs them all. I don't. Even in the third person, I leave a couple. Uh-oh, an ambulance. I better call my crew. I don't like seeing ambulances. It means somebody's suffering. Everything okay there? I just saw an ambulance headed your way. Alright, cool, thanks, bye. Anyway, what was I talking about? Don't climb every tree. Be brave when your inner voice tells you you're being a chicken. And if you don't know, get another opinion. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the new subscribers and the old subscribers. Stay tuned.
Monkey people, dum dum.